make an announcement. On May 5th at 10 a.m., we are having Galactic Activation event. It's a one-day event, and the gate is opening on that day. So I decided to host the event with a bunch of speakers who will help you to activate your galactic DNA. And we have a lot of channeling messages and also the lectures. It will be on YouTube and Facebook. And this is gonna be a donation-based event, so you can donate any money you can afford, and the link gonna be on the description box. This is Ashtar of Ashtarcommand. We are here to serve all of you.
Hello, my dearest Ashtar. It is such a pleasure to connect with you.
Hello, my dear.
Especially today, I'm very happy to be connecting with you because I would like that we talk a little bit about the energy that is washing our planet at the moment. I will speak for myself, and perhaps there are many who are listening who might resonate, because I have been feeling lately very unstable in my mood, as if the energy is kind of heavier or lower than it was maybe a few weeks ago. What could you tell us about that?
Yes, right now, many of you are going through a huge transformation. It's not just you as a pioneer of this journey, but other people who are not even awakened. They are facing their life change. Some of them are leaving their marriage. Some of them are leaving their career, where they spend so many years, they felt content. They might not be so happy about it, but at least they thought it was familiar and they were okay with it. So all these people are going through their change. We're talking about the physical change. We went through Earth Ascension December 21st of 2020. And Earth has ascended to 5D. However, humans are on the way to ascend. Animals, plants, any other species except humans. We're talking about Earth species except humans are ascended. However, you are still on the way to ascend. Now, all of you are in 4D level. Some of you are lower 4D, along with the guest of Earth. So you call as dark beings. They are vibrating in lower 4D. And some of you are vibrating upper 4D, who you are leading the rest of the people to 5D. So when you are experiencing a huge physical change, or people around you are going through huge physical change, or if you are very sensitive energetically, we're all energetically entangled. So you are on Earth doing your mission, and even though you are not actively working on the clearing the collective timelines or collective density, you will get the influence. So when many people are going through this change, the physical change, A lot of people are feeling anxiety, fear, worry. A lot of people are feeling uncomfortable because they don't know what is coming. And some of the people who decided to stick into their old paradigm, they are still feeling their stress because of the COVID, and they still feel uncertainty. Since humans are not consciously connected with the source, it's very difficult for you to accept uncertainty, fear of unknown. When you are having this innate connection with the prime creator, you have 100% confidence you will be taken care of no matter what you're going through. However, that is not your case because you're on earth. All of you feel disconnected more or less to the prime creator. So basically 100% of you are facing this uncertainty and anxiety. So in the collective level, you are feeling this heavy stress. And when, Hara, your life is fine, but you are exposed by this collective energy. So sometimes it is very difficult for you to keep your vibration high, and you're not expected to keep on your vibration up and up and up 24/7 or whole year or every season, because you are still human. You have a human body, so you go through up and down naturally. This up and down cycle is allowed by your higher self and your galactic team and your spiritual team, because you will still be, in a way, familiar to others. You will still be not so foreign. You will still be approachable.
More human.
Yes. Because you're here to serve. In order to serve, we're talking about all of you. In order to serve, you cannot be so far up. I'm not talking about energetically. We're talking about emotions. When you no longer can sense how other people are facing, when you're no longer sense or empathize what is going on with their lives, it's very difficult for them to come to you and reach out to you and talk about their problems or asking for your help, because they can feel you don't understand it.
That's a great point you're making. I had never thought about this, to be honest. But it's so true indeed, because again, I'm talking about me. I've been feeling in such a high vibration for months now. I could almost not resonate with what most of the population was going through.
Yes, that would be a base vibration. But this up and down happens so you can still relate to others, which is very important, because all of you choose to be here to serve.
Yeah.
Some of you do have your memories as a star being, and some of you do have clear understanding of your missions. Some of you are strong enough not to get pulled down by other people's energies. However, it is still very important for all of you to feel, have compassion, have empathy what they are going through. Because when people come to you, they feel you get that person.
Mm.
They don't come to you because you're authority of something. They come to you because you understand them. So when you are no longer vibrating in that manner, no one will come. You can hang out with Jesus, like last time we talked about, but that is the only friend you'll be hanging around with.
Yeah.
In similar understandings, similar vibe. However, that is not your purpose. You have to experience so many different emotions, which will be the treasure in the future when you are no longer serving the planet Earth, but you still carry this experience as a being. And then you can utilize this experience when you go to other planet, which is much more easier than Earth. However, you can always use your experience and wisdom to other mission.
Could you give advice to the people who are watching us? What is the best way to deal with all these emotions that are being now like accumulated and are being, especially the ones we judge as negative ones, the people who are sad, in grief and despair, and they just don't know what is coming, and they're afraid and have anxiety.
Yes, labeling emotion is not a good idea. We're saying all emotions do have vibrations. So you label this is positive emotions, positive vibration, negative vibrations. It's just density is low or high. Either way, both need to exist because you live in the world of duality. And Earth do have such a clear duality. So when you feel emotions, do not discriminate. Okay, this is happy emotion, I will feel 100%. This is negative emotion, I feel hatred toward this person, I'm not going to feel this. This is not the right idea. You will feel all emotions equally. That's very important for you to do. And also, it is very important to take a good care of yourself when you are not in your usual self. You need to be extra kind to yourself, extra caring to yourself, and do not push yourself to do extra things because you exhaust yourself. So let's say when you don't feel like doing anything, you don't have to. You can take a break. So when your energy is down, it's similar to some animals hibernate. They just sleep during hibernation. And then when they are ready, they come out. You can do the same thing. You can take it easy to reduce your must-do activities. We are assuming you have to do some minimum level. Then you fill up other activities, makes you feel good, or even that doesn't work. You can just go out in nature and feel nature's vibrations. Since Earth is vibrating in 5D, when you go out to nature, your energetic field will balance out from wherever you are to 5D level. So that's something you can do. And also, moving around your body is a good idea, exercising. So any stagnant energy stay in your physical level goes out when you exercise.
I have found this very helpful personally to exercise.
Yes. So that is our suggestions.
Thank you, Ashtar. I know we cannot predict the future, but I would like to ask you, from your perspective, how do you see the next months? I'm asking this question because my own guides, my own team, has recently told me something that I found rather disturbing. They told me that things will get worse before they get better, and I would just like to hear your perspective on that.
This is all about your preference. What do you choose to resonate with?
What do you mean?
Do you rather want to choose to resonate with, okay, this idea about things will get worse before everything changes, and then you will stick with it? Or you just gonna stick with, okay, everybody's transforming now, right now. It's such a amazing time, and then go on with my life. Just because somebody else says something that's including your guide, you can still have your free will to decide how do you want to resonate with.
Sure, I understand what you mean. I guess what the message I received was regarding not me personally, but the old system. How the perhaps the third dimensional reality of this planet, that things are in that level are going to get worse, meaning that what is already started to shake, it's going to crumble. And
What you have to understand is each of you are a creator. So when you create something, you pay attention to something. So again, this is the same thing. What do you want to resonate with? Do you want to keep on thinking about all the structure? So you're becoming a part of the creation process of that. This is exactly why we chose this channel to create or send our message. So people are no longer sticking to the old structure and they keep on staying into a particular timelines. This is a time you're learning how to be an effective, conscious creator. What do you choose to create? What do you choose to focus on? Does it feel good when you pay attention to a particular idea or particular predictions or particular message? If it doesn't make you feel good, our suggestion is drop it and shift your focus to something else that makes you feel good.
but isn't it let me put it in another way. Perhaps what I want to get through by saying this is that I'm not sure how to express what I wanted to say. Maybe I just start from again. So what I'm trying to share and discuss with you is that I guess the reality we are experiencing. Yes, I know, I understand the concept of me being a creator, but at the same time, there is also the collective um, reality that we all experience and that we are in. Of course, we can choose how we react to it, but there are certain things in our physical reality that we are still a part of that I guess even if we want to have a wishful thinking, they won't change. So I know I can create, I understand the concept of creating my own reality, but if I think tomorrow morning that, you know, this situation is over and we go back to, or we go forward to the new earth or whatever, it still doesn't happen, however hard I'm going to believe it. So it's,
This is not a wishful thinking. We are sharing our method. This is a practical action you can take. When one person starts doing this and the other person is doing this and the more person will doing this gonna be the collective field.
so you mean the more people focus their attention in a certain outcome, this will get manifested eventually?
It's not about the manifestation, it's about which timeline you decided to align with.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to manifest. They are all timelines exist at the now moment. So the choice is yours. What do you want to resonate in?
So there's another timeline that Earth doesn't go through this pandemic?
You still have a mind. So it's very difficult for you to jump from point A to point Z. You can maybe jump from point A to point C. So the most important thing is to focus on something makes you feel better. When you focus on something you don't really feel good about, you keep on prolonging yourself to stay in that particular timeline. When more and more people make a choice to not resonate with outside, instead started listening what makes you feel good, inside always reflect outside, and you will shift to a better timeline. And when you shift to better timeline, the collective is also resonating with the same way as you are vibrating. A lot of times we are suggesting do not to watch all these conspiracy channels or truth investigation channels or any sort of predictions of the dark and gloom futures or the event, because that will limit you to keep on going on to the cycles in the old timeline, which was already created with a particular vibrations, instead of each of you creating new timelines which haven't created yet. When many of you start resonating with your soul and how do you want to your future to be without looking at outside, then more and more you will shift into that timelines and then it will appear into the physical level.
But it's hard to not see what's going on in our reality, in our physical reality. I mean, I guess it's easy for you to give us these amazing advices, but for us that we are going through this and we are experiencing it in the physical, it's not always so easy. You understand what I'm saying?
It is not easy, but you're here to show the example. So like baby steps, you can start doing little by little by not focusing too much on outside and focusing inside. What makes you happy? Regardless of what is going on outside, how do you want to feel? Regardless of what is going on outside. But when you stop paying attention to outside, you will realize your own world is quite peaceful. Some of you still seeking for some eventful life, which is a form of an addiction. So need to get that kind of stimulation unconsciously. So it is very important to detach yourself to that addiction. You can start doing it your own level to focusing on your own life, own world. It might be very small. It doesn't matter how big it is. As long as you feel peace and harmony and happiness, you don't have to resonate with outside. And that is a part of the service you're offering to others.
Mm-hmm.
Internal vibration always create out external vibrations. You have to start practicing this as a creator. And there's no your own bubble. That's you're holding your vibration, holding your light, holding your frequency. So when you're holding these frequencies and the light, you are being a little small light in darkness. And each time you walk outside, you interact with other people, you're spreading your light code with when you're vibrating this particular frequency. That is the mission. That is not hiding in the bubble or believing rainbow. That is how exactly to create.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Thank you for explaining it, even though I understood it. I'm just trying to say, and I think I'm asking all these questions because perhaps there are people who are viewing us and they might go through the same questioning in their mind. So it's good to to discuss it and again and explain it and analyze it, because I'm sure many people are, they are being challenged right now and they are asking perhaps all these questions. So I'm asking in on behalf of all these people who are in different stages of their awakening.
Yeah.
So is there anything more you would like to add on all this that we have already discussed today?
You have to understand that you enlisted yourself to be here on earth because all of you are a strong soul. Unless you're strong, you cannot endure in this kind of environment. This is a very unique planet. No other place is like Earth, because any other density planet, including 3D or 4D, your connection to the prime creator is very strong. You can make a decision to cut that connection off intentionally, but you can still feel it very strongly. Here on Earth, you may practice religions or try to rekindle the connection or try to feel the connection, but you don't feel as real as the people in other planets. So it is a very challenging environment. However, you are here because you are more than capable to complete your mission. So be kind to yourself when you're down. Don't push yourself. When your water is not filled, you cannot give your water to others. So when you are down, it is very important for you to take care of yourself, not other people, yourself. This is Ashtar of Ashtarcommand. We are here to serve all of you.
Hi, welcome back.
That was a cool questions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just like I said, I think I wanted to put these questions across, to explain to them, because I'm sure there are many people out there, maybe not all of them, some are maybe holding high vibration all the time, but I'm sure there are many who are struggling or are going up and down or are questioning things and therefore questioning everything. So
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because, I haven't, I can tell other people's vibration, but I haven't really met anyone who doesn't go up and down.
yeah.
Even we try to hold our core vibration within, stuff happens in our life, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get influenced by it because we are not living in the cave by ourselves alone, so it's natural,
Yeah, no, I mean, I see that many people, they go through this up and downs in a different, it's not synchronized. So some are up and then some others are down, and it's like, I see it with my circle, some people are in a good mood and then 1 week later they are in a bad mood, and this is accelerating, and like Astar said, they are also we're influencing each other.
Oh, we are. But it's natural. I was told by my guide to feel every single feelings, feel it through until it's gone.
Yeah. I needed some. I think I needed today some reassure, some, like, some, a bit of a push, because I haven't felt let's say, a little bit sad for really, for since this situation started, this pandemic. I haven't felt almost, didn't feel in a bad mood at all. I was in such a high vibration. And that's why I probably never even asked these questions. But now I came to this point, and I think maybe it's helpful for some people who are watching it today.
Question. And then I was kind of asking, any of you who are interested in different kind of, episode with Ashtar, you can go to my channel. But I was asking Ashtar about the prayers. I'm no longer Catholic. I'm more spiritual. I still pray because prayer is the most effective method to communicating, right? So I was talking to Archangel Michael about what I want.
Yeah.
So I was telling him, this is what I want, Archangel Michael. Like, can you get it right now? I was telling him it's a prayer, And then because I did this and I was praying, right? And then I was thinking, can I pray just once or can I pray every day? So I had to ask that question to Ashtar. Because sometimes you feel like, is it like not trusting universe, like praying every day, or can we do it, or what the heck is going on? So this everyday kind of question is really important. We can like ask esoteric question to Ashtar, but we live our life, right?
Yeah, totally. And it's funny, at some point I even got frustrated during the channeling, because it's always like this I know this. I mean, my guides talk to me also often in this way, or other people who channel very high vibrational beings, and because they are so high up there, that they are not here going through what we go through, and it's easy for them to give all this higher perspective, and but as if you're not going through what we are going through, it's not so easy to resonate, not, you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I was kind of went back to checking out what's going on, like some of the uplifting truth thingy for a while, a couple months, and then I decided not to look at any of them anymore.
Yeah.
That's what my guide was suggesting. Don't look at anything. Like they have been telling me for years, and I wasn't looking at anything, but I started looking at it, like around November and stuff, and then I started looking at it more because I found a new exciting people. Then my life happened, and I was like, I can't really handle more than my life, whatever the stuff is going on outside. So I stopped looking at it, and then my guide was saying, they didn't say, see, I told you so, but in a way it is, because it's a lot easier when you stop looking at outside. That's my personal experience, because when you do that, your life still happens, but it's smaller level, much more smaller, doable level. You don't have to start thinking about how am I going to resolve this whatever huge situation, like I'm not really the part of. I am energetically, but you know what I mean. I don't work in the military or anything, So I stopped looking at it. Not because I'm in denial, but I'm thinking it's not helping me.
Yeah.
Brings me down even more on top of what's going on in my personal life, right?
Yeah.
Or even if it's not anything like a big is happening in the personal life, it's still like kind of drag you down.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
And I also just wanted to very quickly say something, because I just don't want that it would be misunderstood. And what I said that my guide, when with Ashtar, when in our discussion that I mentioned that my guides told me that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. I don't want that people think that I don't want that it. I mean, it kind of sounded like it's something like how to say, like doom and negative. And I mean, of course, it is in a way. It is what it is. But what I think what my guides were trying to do is to prepare me for the complete collapse of the old system, which we are going through.
It's a good thing.
Hmm?
Which is a good thing. I don't know why you have to feel like you need to prepare yourself, because last 3 months I've been feeling like, oh, big change gonna happen in a good way. So I feel a little bit excited,
Mm,
like I can't quite explain like when or how, but
yeah.
I know this gonna happen. So I was like, okay, fine. I just gonna let go. Like
Yes,
let go of need to find out when and how it's gonna happen. But I know it's gonna happen 100% for sure. So more I can focus on my own life instead of what's going on outside.
I understand. Yeah, no, I totally agree with and resonate with what you say. I think the perspective that my guides gave me this message was from the perspective of the old earth, of the people who are stuck in the third dimension, of the people who are not awake, who don't know what is coming. I know the light has won. I know we're gonna do this. I have no doubt personally, like seriously. But maybe I think my guides were trying to prepare me emotionally, mentally, even
Yeah,
physically, to the fact of this. The old system is falling apart as the new one is coming in. Thank
it's
God.
already in. It's
And also,
already falling apart, and the new one is coming in. We just don't see it, obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah. No, what
I
I
can feel it.
just wanted to say, just to finish this, is that to prepare me, because there are many people who are going to be shocked, who are going to be very, very triggered by this change, because
Oh yeah.
they're holding on to the old system. So for them, which is a big percent of the population on Earth, it will be very difficult and it will be very challenging. And we are here to hold these people. We are whoever is service to others, and many of the people who are listening and are starseeds and all of that. We are here to hold these people during this transition.
Yeah.
So in that way, maybe that's why I just wanted to explain it, that it didn't sound like doom or gloom.
Yeah, yeah, it's important because I was talking to my friend like the other day, like, how do you feel about what's gonna happen? Like, I was like, we both felt really, we can't
Excited.
really explain, we can't really show the evidence. There's no proof or anything.
Yeah,
We just know it. It's just happening, like feels really good,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's coming
yeah. I have
very
no doubt.
soon. It's very soon.
I just hope it's coming soon.
Yeah, because that's what I feel in my timelines.
Yeah.
So they are explaining to me some of the people, like especially in twin flame communities, they are going through huge change because of the timeline.
Mm,
Not all of us are in the same timeline, but timelines majority of them are in,
mm,
and they have to go through huge change because of that. And then some of them need to go through huge separation or ending, um, with a replacement of the other counterpart.
yeah.
So which is like really interesting. But the thing is, like, they're saying all the system or all these structures or all of the old energies are falling down, like for real. Like energetically it's already like 98% like fell off, only 2% left. But they're saying we are having like physical like manifestation, not a manifestation. It looks like a manifestation because we didn't see it before, but in
Mm,
a way physical manifestation of evidence and all that kind of stuff is happening, which is really exciting. but for our point of view. But for majority of the people who don't know anything about what's going on, of course it's going to be shocking, you know.
Yes, they're gonna be very, very challenged, mentally triggered, and it's not gonna be easy for them. I know. So, and I think, and I often think that our true work starts now.
Yeah, I mean, that's why another way, another reason why we need to be, we don't have to be if we don't want to, but we need to be more stable, like
Yeah,
hold the space so we can contribute like the based energetic structure of construction. You know, baseline of the vibration is solid because we are all contributing that.
mm,
Instead of being like a wobbling and then kind of like, oh yeah, not sure, like being like this, even though we still go up and down, our core vibration is like this, solid, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So many of us are like that, so we can do this, but we can still, you know, we are still allowed to freak out, you know, because life happens, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. But we're gonna make this, and I really have no doubt. So
Yeah, I mean, like the future gonna be super bright. You know, we don't have that much time until 5D, as far as I know, with my timeline. So we are in time. Everything is going on, even though how crazy it is.
yeah. So thank you so much, Erica. It was wonderful to connect with you and connect with Astar.
Yes. So people, please go into check out my channel, which is in her description, to talk about all other things we talked about and more.
Mm-hmm. So
All
you,
right. Thank you so much, everyone.
thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.